Mixtape Radio. Welcome to Mixtape Radio. I'm Mike Shea, and we're back for another week with 5 new bands and 5 new songs to share with all of you. This show is brought to you by the Cinescape Media Network. If you want to check out more from their podcasts and all their other awesome content, just go to their website, cinescape.media. Now, here's how the show works every week. I'll introduce you to 5 bands and artists from all over the world, from all genres, rock, pop, hip-hop, country, jazz, blues, whatever's out there. I'll tell you who they are, where they're from, where you can pick up their music online. But enough talking, let's get into the music. If you listened to last week's installment of the Mics of the Round Table, and you absolutely should be checking out that show every single week, we discussed the idea of whether or not rock music is, for lack of a better word, dead. While everyone else seemed to think so, I defiantly stood my ground and proclaimed, nay! So, this week we're going to keep our eyes on some awesome rock and metal tunes. Up first, we've got a guy by the name of Neil Blade, which is just an awesome name. From Atlanta, Georgia, he is putting out some old school hair metal that evokes memories of Poison and Twisted Sister and Motley Crue. The kind of rock you throw on when you hit the open road with the windows down and just don't give a shit. Neil and his band dropped a new EP last week called the Rockalyptic EP, which is an awesome name. So let's check out a song from that album. This is Neil Blade with Special Delivery. That was Neil Blade with the song Special Delivery off his new Rockalyptic EP. Pick it up at the link in the description. Now, next on the list is a kick-ass Memphis garage rock group by the name of Jack Oblivion and the Sheiks. They've got elements of rockabilly, blues rock, and garage grunge that makes me want to throw back shots at a bar and shoot some pool with my friends. If Clint Eastwood, Johnny Cash, and B.B. King had a baby, this is what it would sound like. Off their album Lone Ranger of Love, here's Jack Oblivion and the Sheiks with Home in My Hand. That was Jack Oblivion and the Sheiks with Home in My Hand off their album Lone Ranger of Love. Check it out at the link in the description. Now, all the music featured on today's show was purchased through Bandcamp, but we also love it when we get music sent to us by you guys. If you'd like to have your music shared on this show, just send an email to mixtaperadiopod@gmail.com. Tell me your name, a little about your style, where your stuff can be found online, and most important of all, a song that you'd like to have played. If you don't send me music, this whole thing just falls apart. We answer every email that we get, and we check that mailbox daily, so don't waste any time. Send us your music to mixtaperadiopod@gmail.com. Now, coming up next is a band that I have had on repeat for the last couple of days. If you're like me, and you're a big Judas Priest fan, then you're going to love this next group. Midnight Dice is from Chicago, one of my favorite cities, and this four-piece invokes the 80s era of heavy metal like real pros. Chugging guitar riffs, thick bass, punching drums, and soaring vocals manage to scratch every itch that I have. Prepare your necks for copious headbanging. Here's Midnight Dice with the song Speed City. That was Midnight Dice with the song Speed City off their album Hypnotized, which you can get at the link in the description. Now, if you'd like to stay up to date with this show, get more involved, be a part of the team, as it were, you can follow us on social media. Mixtape Radio is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the handle mixtaperadiopod. Follow along so you can get, let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, and, suggest some music for the show. Now, I'll tell you what, there must be something special in the water in Chicago, because this next band is also from the Windy City, and they are right up the alley of Midnight Dice. These guys are called High Spirits, and they're another high-energy, heavy-hitting, classic-style heavy metal band. They've got a new album called Hard to Stop dropping on July 31st, and their first single is available now when you pre-order the album. Let's check out that single now. This is High Spirits with Restless. That was High Spirits with the song Restless. Pre-order their new album, Hard to Stop, at the link in the description. Now, there's not a lot of time left in today's show, folks, but before we get to our final song, I want to let you guys know that you can really be a part of the team here at Mixtape Radio by joining our Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/mixtaperadiopod, and for only $3 a month, you can become an executive producer of Mixtape Radio. You get all kinds of cool rewards, and you can help us continue to purchase all the music that we play on this show so we can continue to help out and contribute to the artists that we're featuring. Now, our last band is one that I think is an important one for a lot of reasons. We live in a day and age where the world is, kind of falling apart. There's a lot of people out there who are feeling different kinds of oppression every single day, unless that oppression is having to wear a mask, because that's not oppression, that's just common sense. Anyway, in times like these, throughout the decades, there's always been a common source of catharsis from hard times, and that's some loud, angry, energetic, hardcore punk rock. And this next band, they've got some serious clout behind them. Now, the band is called The Weapon, and what makes them so special is they are fronted by a man named Jesse Leach, who you might know as the frontman for the pioneering metalcore band Killswitch Engage. Now, Jesse Leach has always been a favorite vocalist of mine, especially when it comes to his lyric writing. The man knows how to craft a verse better than most these days, and when you take someone as passionate and as thoughtful as him, and give him the tools of a punk rock band to channel his feelings, you know you are in for something special. So let's see just how special The Weapon is with their song, At What Cost. That was The Weapon with the song At What Cost off their debut album, A Repugnant Turn of Events, which you can pick up at the link below and on all other music platforms. Well, I hate to say it, but that brings us to the end of the show. I know, I'm sad too. But not to worry, we'll be back again next week. 5 new artists, 5 new songs. Make sure you follow us on all social media at Mixtape RadioPod. And remember, if you'd like your music featured on the show, just send an email to mixtaperadiopod@gmail.com. And remember, you can become an executive producer of the show by going to patreon.com/mixtaperadiopod. This show is a proud member of the Cinescape Media Network. To learn more about everything they have going on, just go to their website at cinescape.media. I'm Mike Shea, and this has been Mixtape Radio. We'll catch you next week. And until then, as always, support your local musicians.